8099. You will hear a number of different recordings, and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. The test is in 4 sections. Write all your answers in the listening question booklet. At the end of the test, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer your answers to an answer sheet. Now turn to Section 1 on page 2 of your question booklet. Section 1. You will hear a telephone conversation between a man who is planning a party for his wife and a woman who organizes special events at a restaurant. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 4 on page 2. You will see that there is an example that has been done for you. On this occasion only, the conversation relating to this will be played first.
Good afternoon. Good Time Restaurant.
Hi, is this Michelle?
Yes, speaking.
This is Brian Troy. We spoke last week about planning a party to celebrate my wife's promotion. Well, I would like to go ahead with it. And I have a list of things that I would like to go through with you.
The reason for the event is his wife's promotion. So, promotion has been written in the space. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 4.
Good afternoon. Good Time Restaurant.
Hi, is this Michelle?
Yes, speaking.
This is Brian Troy. We spoke last week about planning a party to celebrate my wife's promotion. Well, I would like to go ahead with it. And I have a list of things that I would like to go through with you.
Yes, I remember. We'd spoken about a few dinner options, like a romantic dinner for 2 or a small group for dinner. Have you decided yet?
Well, I think I would like to surprise my wife with a huge party. In fact, I've already started to contact a few of our friends and family, as well as some of the people my wife works with.
All right, so let's get the party details confirmed. So, how many guests would you like? Are you thinking of over 100?
No, I was thinking of more like 50. But then I realized that we have friends that are living out of town. So let's say 80, in case everyone wants to come.
Okay. And do you still want October 6th?
Actually, no. I need to change that. My daughter can't make it then because she has a piano recital. Would the 26th of September work for you?
No problem. That date's still open. Now, do you realize that's not a Saturday? Are you okay with that?
Yes, I am. When I look at my schedule, Friday is a better choice for all of us.
Great. Now we need to decide on the times. How does 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock sound?
That's fine.
So now let's talk about the room. I have several options that might work. There's the Queen Room, the Royal Room, the Palace Room, and
The King Room, right? I've been there before.
Actually, we recently renovated that room, and I think that it would be great for your party. You'll be very happy with it. Shall I book it for you?
Sure, that would be fine.
Have you planned on having music while you're eating?
I hadn't thought about it, but it would be nice.
Well, you have some choices. We can arrange for a group to play jazz, or one to play the latest pop.
I suspect my kids would prefer to have the pop music, but my wife is a jazz fan, so let's book that.
Okay, then. I'll book that today. They're very good, and they might even sing at your table.
Great.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 5 to 10 on page 2. Now listen and answer questions 5 to 10.
Okay, now we need to talk about the type of service you want for the dinner. We have 2 options, a self-service buffet or table.
Let's go with the last choice.
Just so you know, the price is the same for either chicken or a vegetarian plate. One last thing to decide on. Are you planning anything special for your wife?
Well, I was thinking that at 8 o'clock or so, I would like to have a cake brought out.
Very nice. And because you're making reservations for such a large group, the cake is complimentary. What flavor would you like?
Well, it would have to be lemon. I really love chocolate, but it is her day, so let's go with her favorite.
Good decision. Now, let me tell you about the cakes. We have a square cake, which would easily serve all of your guests, or you could have 2 cheesecakes. They're really popular right now.
I prefer the first option, because I would like to have something special written on it. But let's keep it simple. How about congratulations?
Okay, I can have our baker take care of that. He's happy to show you what it would look like if you wish. Now, is there anything else?
No, I don't think so. I think that we have pretty well talked about everything.
So let's look after the reservation detail. I'll need to have a deposit of $50.
Let's make it for $100, and I'll put it on my MasterCard. Is that okay?
Sure. What's the 16-digit account number?
5544 1200 4326 8887, and it expires in November.
Is there another name on the card beside Brian Troy? A middle name or initial?
Yes, Sebastian. I will spell it for you. Sebastian. Is there anything else?
No, I think that's it. However, you need to be aware of an additional fee. For large groups, there is an extra charge which covers service. But I think that that's all for now. We look forward to having your celebration dinner here.
That is the end of section 1. You now have half a minute to check your answers.